Hold on to your trousers, folks, because World War III is happening now.
And there's a 2-mile dome moving underneath the ocean surface. What is it?
And there's a deadly forgotten plague from the 1900s that you've never heard about.
And this podcast is brought to you by Sunday Cool. Watch this or listen.
Typically, people just do like right on the rim of their
Yeah,
nose.
you just take them all the way down.
How far did I put them down?
Over your mouth.
She's so angry.
Always does that.
Does she?
Yes.
She yells at you at home? Does she yell at the kids too?
Yes.
I do.
Gosh,
Everyone.
that's so sad. I'm so sorry, dude. You deserve better.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Thanks.
I would never treat you that way.
It's probably all wacky from when we filmed the
I'm worried that Josh is going to go.
Pinched me.
I'm worried that Josh is going to go on this Wyoming trip.
Yeah.
And have some kind of like epiphany.
Epiphany, yeah.
And be like, I hate my wife.
Talking to
Oh.
your mic.
No, I don't want them to hear what I'm saying.
No, they heard that. You don't want them to think Josh hates you. I mean, it might, like, he might just come to like a lot of conclusions. Who knows?
He might be like, I have to leave my wife.
After a week of hanging out with a bunch of men.
Man, girls stink.
Oh.
You're going to Wyoming for a whole week.
Going to Wyoming. That's actually when this comes out. I will be coming back from Wyoming.
Yes, and tell them what you're doing there.
Fly fishing with the Hands and Feet Project. We're doing like a fundraising thing. Fly fishing in Wyoming. Hands and Feet Project. Will McGinnis, who's on the podcast, amazing organization, helping out a bunch of families and orphans and podcasters.
Oh, so you're gonna go there and help orphans and stuff.
Yes, while fly fishing
You're gonna catch the
In a-
orphans
in a
stream.
very rich part of Wyoming.
In Wyoming, they just throw the orphans in the river and you have to catch them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Horseback
cool.
riding,
It's-
probably eating steak.
It's this place in Wyoming. They have one in Wyoming, one in Montana. It's called Refuge. And
Keep
am I
talking. I
too loud?
whispered.
Am I too loud?
See, this is why I should have just been loud then, huh? I'm trying to whisper so you continue your story.
No, it's a place. It's a really cool ministry that these dudes set up, where people can go and detach from reality and reconnect.
With
It's not
nature.
reality. Detach from your phone and tap
Which is my reality.
And tap into reality.
Ooh.
But there's no cell phone coverage.
Yep.
They said Wi-Fi is only for emergencies,
Mm-hmm.
so I'll be off grid, baby.
I think the girls and I are going to go to Disney World.
I'm gonna write out a plan
Are
though,
you?
just
Oh,
in
I would love it,
case
though.
there's a nuclear attack.
That would be insane.
I have crippling anxiety, and so I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah, we've been working through it.
Hey, let's all do the lily.
What's
Hey.
the lily?
Stop, you guys.
I really think of this.
I'm loud enough without having the microphone right in my mouth.
You're darn right.
Say that again.
Hey, you said it. You said it.
He's just affirming what you said. He's being a good husband. He's hearing what you said. He heard you, and he reaffirmed it.
Watch it. You should
Oh.
tell everyone about your anxiety.
I got anxiety.
I think he just did.
He said crippling. I think he defined it as crippling anxiety.
What happens to you?
I have okay.
Lose control of your bowels.
I've been getting crazy panic attacks these past couple months. Don't know how they started, and I don't know why they're still here.
Yep.
But
It's part of life now, dude. Get over
yeah,
it.
Why don't you just try not being anxious?
yeah.
That's true. Have you ever tried just calming down?
I don't think I have. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I think it's gone.
Dude, I'm a doctor.
That's so cool.
He's doing like so many good things. So guys, everybody be happy for Josh. He's like really taking care of his body and like trying very hard,
Yay.
which is so good.
Let's clap for Josh's
Why
body.
are you laughing?
Let's clap for Josh's body, everybody.
You know what would help fix my anxiety though?
What?
Is if everyone went to floridatourda.com and bought tickets to one of our 3 shows.
Wow.
Jacksonville, Tampa, or Orlando. October. Go to floridatourda.com.
Yes, links in the description. Literally come and hang out with us. We're going to
Literally?
be joking around. Stop. People have been like, someone teach Andy how to say literally. But yeah, we get to hang out with everybody, joke around. We're going to have, I don't even know what we're going to be doing. We're still coming up with ideas. So
Yeah, I don't know.
it's going to be so much fun.
I think it's gonna be a good time. I got friends from Panama City coming to Jack's.
Mm.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. We had people like literally book tickets from like Wyoming or in like California. Like someone like,
Dang.
yeah, they're like, I'm coming. I'm
Oh
like,
my gosh.
lower your standards.
Definitely have to do it now.
Do we have like a VIP experience?
There's like tickets. The tickets are cheap, by the way, people. They're like $25
Yeah.
and
Plus
like
tax.
$35 plus tax.
Yeah.
The only kicker is I think it's like 18 plus age-wise.
Yeah, that's just because the venue is
technically,
I don't know why they have to do
they're
that.
comedy clubs, so you know those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's going to be cool because even Tampa's VIPs already sold out.
Woo!
Wow.
Yep. And we're going to be selling merch there too, hopefully.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
I think so.
Maybe
Yeah.
I can run the merch table.
Yeah, you will be on
Merch.
you will be on stage at one point. You know that, right?
You guys have not invited me to do anything.
First of all, you are ninjas are butterflies.
You're part
Stop
of the
it.
show, Lil.
You guys come over here and you do your little planning, and then I just show up.
Okay,
And nobody has
we
said
invited you to
anything
the
about-
lunch with Anthony, so we invited you. So
Don't even bring that up.
Yeah, don't bring that up.
okay, never mind. I'm inviting you right now. In August, we are going to have a brainstorming session in Lakeland with the Bible's Funny on a Saturday. So we're going to go to Lakeland. We're going to be all the families, and we'll just go.
By the way, I got back to Anthony about his psychoanalysis, and I don't know if I hurt his feelings or not.
About the banana.
Yeah.
What'd you tell him?
Oh, just what the banana probably represents.
Okay, which is break it down.
The only consistent thing in his childhood.
Oh, yeah, the one thing he can control.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like a blanket.
Did you see
Yep.
his Instagram story the other day, or Rachel's, where he was doing the claw machine?
No.
People on Patreon know, but he has this whole story about how he's the master of claw machines because of his traumatizing childhood.
Yeah.
But he did it and he nailed it.
Dude, that's amazing.
That is such an amazing gift.
Yeah.
Especially as a kid.
Yeah.
I know.
If that's your dad, that rocks.
I know.
Speaking of rocks, you want to rock and roll, baby?
Bring it on.
Toots! Right on, catch a tone.
This song, I think we should just sing about something really happy.
Yeah, let's do uplifting. It's kind of a
Yeah.
gloomy news cycle happening lately, so.
Yeah, this podcast is not going to be for the faint of heart.
Buckle up!
Buckle up. It's going to be sad.
I took my 5-HTP. I'm ready.
Nice.
I took a magic mine. I'm ready.
Oh, that's not yet.
Oh, maybe later? It's foreshadowing. Bleep it.
All right, hit it.
All right, I can't handle that. What's going on?
Well,
What?
There it is.
There it is. How it is.
I didn't. What does it say about me that I didn't even notice? Whatever you guys.
I didn't either. I just.
Me and
I was
Josh-
about to go into it, and then.
Josh and I both glitched out. All right.
People always ask me. Oh, let's start over. I'm so sorry. I missed that completely. Oh, dang it. Okay, here we go. Woo, 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 woo. People always ask me every single day. They ask, what do you think of this war? It's driving me insane.
they say it's really awful, this war that's on display. So I just look right at them, open my mouth and say, which one? Which one? Which war are you talking about? There's so many wars going on right now. Which one? Which one? Out of all these bombs that are gonna blow, how in the world could I possibly know which one? You can hear the crowds yelling, cries for help they sing. Said they're tired of this man, they're angry at this king. But there's just one question inside me that just grows. You want to get rid of this dictator, but how am I supposed to know which one? Which one? Which leader are you talking about? There's just so many, it's hard to keep count. Which one? Which one?
Just so many, it's hard to keep track when everybody is under attack. Which one?
Probably Kim Jong-un
Yeah.
is the number one.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely, yeah. He's
He
up
could be
there.
good. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I don't think anyone's too far gone, right?
Oh,
Don't you love it when we have to play the performance and the audience?
Hey, listen, it was weird that you guys started talking right after that. That was weird. It threw me off.
It's called comedic timing.
It threw me off.
It's called comedic timing.
Timing.
Yep.
Oh.
I thought that was very clever, guys. Very funny.
Andy wrote it completely.
Very clever. No chat GPT.
Yeah, he came up with the melody
Melody?
in the shower.
The guitar too.
Picture it.
Just him and melody. No,
What?
nothing.
Nothing.
Good job.
Hey,
job, guys.
good job to you.
Hey,
I messed
thanks.
up.
I messed up too. It's okay.
Got out of the rhythm.
But we always mess up. And that's what makes the song so fun. That's why everyone says, keep doing the songs.
Please never stop doing the songs.
Don't stop doing those. I never skip them. That's what people say.
That's what they say.
100% of people say, I never skip the songs.
Ninjas and Butterflies skip to 15 minutes. That's what a lot of people. It gets good after 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But speaking of 15 minutes, we got a question.
Oh, okay. Cool. Question time.
Again, this podcast is gonna be something.
You can say that again.
This podcast is gonna be something.
Say that again.
No. Today's question, and I really want us to really think hard about this one. I'll just come out and say it. Today's question is sent in by a viewer. Nope. Is the war funny? Is the war funny?
I mean, kind of a softball question today, huh?
I guess.
Yeah, sure. The war is funny. Yeah.
I can see the humor in it.
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess I could see the humor in it too. Yeah, I think it's pretty funny. Lil, what do you think? Is the war funny?
No. Oh my gosh.
Relax. Relax.
Did he get on you?
I just got essence of wisdom tooth on my hand.
Yum.
Ew.
I'm so sorry. I was not expecting.
You don't need to. Hey, stop. Andy Danoon, stop it. You do not need to apologize. Who needs to apologize? Hello? That lady over there. Because of course, Lil, we're talking about the pastry war, also known as the first French intervention in Mexico. There was a brief conflict between France and Mexico in 1838 to 1839. It began with a French pastry chef who claimed that the Mexican army officers had damaged his French pastry shop. The conflict escalated when France demanded compensation, and after Mexico's refusal, France blockaded Mexican ports and bombarded Veracruz. The war ended with a British brokered peace where Mexico agreed to pay for France for the damaged pastries. That's funny.
That's honestly hilarious.
That's so funny.
I can't believe you wouldn't think that's hilarious.
A war over pastries? That's so silly.
It's amazing.
That's so funny. And
Cracks me up.
she doesn't think that's funny?
I thought she had a sense of humor, Josh.
Yeah, apparently she just wants to look for everything that's dark in the world.
No.
Apparently, yeah, she likes to see the dark side of things.
She doesn't.
No upside.
She doesn't want to talk about how funny that war is because she wants to talk about how much she enjoys watching all the other wars happening right now.
Yeah,
No.
not enough deaths in that pastry war, apparently.
Yeah, not enough. That's because death is funny to Lily. That's what she said. I'm
That's
pretty
lit-
sure that's what she said.
Verbatim, dude.
Is that what you said?
No.
Yeah, it is exactly what she said. She said yes.
Yeah, see, she's trying to deflect right now, trying to knit a little sweater for you, but guess what?
Guess what?
Our
not even
fans
happening.
aren't dumb, Lil.
They're not
they
dumb.
know.
You called them dumb.
I didn't. I
You
never
called them
said
dumb
that.
and you love war. This is sick. Well, I guess you guys heard it here first. Lily, he thinks you're dumb and loves the war and death. Welcome to the show.
Apologize.
Never.
Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly. The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful. I said empty your mind. You learn martial arts. Ninjas attack!
That was the fastest I've ever read in my entire life.
I don't know if it's
Not
because
one
you're
mistake.
yelling at me or this coffee's hot. I'm sweating.
It's hot in here.
So hot here.
Yeah,
So hot in here.
Florida is going through
It's brutally hot, but we got a lot of storms. We've had
I
a
love the
ton of
storms.
storms.
Dude,
I
the
do.
nighttime stores, bro.
it was 2 nights ago.
Mhm.
Big thunderstorm came in. And I mean, our house lit up and it was like, "Bow!"
Just shook
And
it.
we're like, "Oh!" And the dog's like, "Ooh." Dude, we looked out the window. Our neighbor's tree in their backyard was on fire.
No
Whoa.
way. That's gnarly, dude.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's
I said, "What? I wonder what sin they committed."
for real.
Stop
Repent.
Stop it.
Repent. I always wondered if that's how they found fire. Like certain civilizations found fire for the very first time. They didn't create it. They literally were just walking through
And then just kept
the
it
forest,
going.
went to, and they found it and kept along and kept adding to it.
The eternal flame.
Yeah.
I don't think fire was ever found. I think it was taught and given.
Wow. There's actually a lot of truth to that. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure there is.
They couldn't start the fire.
So lightning crashed and then they had it.
Then they had a fire. Yeah.
They didn't let it go out because they didn't know how to make it.
Yeah.
You know what we were watching when that happened?
What?
Friendship.
Friendship. Dude, I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to
No,
watch
I think it was fine.
it. Yeah.
Very unique.
Would Kels like it, you think? He says Kels wouldn't like
I
it.
don't think she would like it. It's like
What the heck?
it was hole. There's like an ongoing joke throughout.
It's funny. I haven't seen it. Sounds funny.
Yeah.
We get it.
Dude, speaking of movies, I saw 2 movies this weekend.
I want
What?
to preface real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
The stuff that we're about to talk about on this podcast, we're a week behind, and there's a lot of things that are going to happen. So
hopefully you're watching this podcast.
Skip ahead. I don't know.
They're all in bunkers right now.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I saw Saturday. I got a whole day to myself. So one of the things I did, I went to the movies by myself, and I asked Josh, and I said, "Do I go see what was that? John Wick one, the ballerina,
Yeah.
or do I go Mission Impossible?" And he said Mission Impossible, and he was so good.
It was good. I liked it too.
I watched reviews on it. People are like, it's a little slow in the beginning and all this stuff.
No,
and
it's
it's like,
not.
dude, it was great the whole way through. The homage to the first movie was great. I loved that one. That was a thrill. And then I saw How to Train Your Dragon on Sunday.
That is so silly. You silly goose.
What are you talking about?
I want to see it.
What are you talking about?
You went by yourself to go see How to Train Your Dragon?
No, I said I went to see by myself to watch Mission Impossible. For Father's Day, we took the whole family and we went and saw How to Train Your Dragon.
I see.
Guess what I did
What's
Father's
wrong
Day?
with a grown man going to watch a...
Not a thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Guess what I did Father's Day?
Okay, let me guess. Boating and fishing.
Close.
You went to your favorite store and bought your favorite like shoes and stuff.
Close.
You grilled meat with a bunch of friends and family and you rested all day.
No, I drove 7 hours from Atlanta, Georgia, back to Florida.
Stop. We're going to celebrate you this
Father's
weekend.
Day ever.
Yeah.
We're celebrating you this weekend.
You should celebrate them every weekend.
And you're about to go on a fly fishing trip
Yeah, true. That's
That's
and
honestly.
ride
actually-
horseback
that's the
and
dopest
eat
thing in the-
steak with a bunch of men.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, a bunch of men.
Horsies?
Yeah, there is going to be horseback riding.
That's actually sick.
I'm so jealous I don't get to go.
Yeah.
Why aren't you going?
So
He was invited.
Demi's birthday is on Friday, so
Aw.
I can't miss it. It's 10 years old. There's no way.
We get back on Friday, so.
Doesn't matter.
And then Andrew was invited too, but he has a stupid anniversary.
Wow. How many
Fun
years?
fact: Andrew
10.
was getting married the day that Demi was being born.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Invisible thread.
Oh,
I'm
really?
telling you. Yeah.
I thought it was just the same
No,
date.
10. It's literally 10 years,
Wow.
10th anniversary. It's nuts.
Wow.
What time was your wedding?
Early
She was born at
early-
5:13
Early
In
afternoon.
the morning?
in the no afternoon.
Early afternoon.
So literally, she
Two.
went into labor. Kelsey was in
literally-
labor, yeah.
You literally might have said, I do.
And then suddenly Demi popped out.
Noon.
But yeah,
yeah.
Mission Impossible 3 or I mean
8.
9.
8.
What is it?
800.
That's a dyslexic slip. 3s and 8s look alike.
Oh, true.
Mm-hmm.
What I said about the action sequences, usually
Yes.
there's like one big one for a movie.
Yeah.
And there was like 4 in that movie.
There's 2 really big ones. Dude, that underwater
The
one was
submarine one?
crazy. Dude, I'm telling you, it's like,
Dude,
did you
someone-
like it, Lil?
Oh, I loved it.
Good.
Yeah, I like it in a cheesy way. Although I thought they were cheesy and improbable until we found out that they're actually doing all of those same things for Mission Impossible, like making people's face masks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Continue.
I think, yeah, obviously it's a little exaggerated in some ways, but golly, dude, the fact that he's doing all of his own stunts, that airplane sequence, dude.
Dude.
Okay, you know
Crazy.
the scene where he's jumping out and his parachute catches on fire?
Yeah.
He really did that.
Yeah.
And they did 11 takes of that. So he did that 11 times.
Bro.
Where they shot his parachute with a flare, it burnt up, and he pulled another one.
Emergency one.
So was he on flying with 3, and then one's a prop, and then 2 are?
No, like a real parachute.
I know it's a real parachute.
He's
but then-
using the backup one.
Yeah,
so
like
he
a backup.
doesn't. So he literally only had one backup. The one he's throwing away isn't a prop.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a normal jump.
There's no way he didn't have.
I'm telling you.
I mean, you can only have so much within a
Tom
certain.
Cruise.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I mean, you have the best of the best people. Like it's
Yeah.
not going to go bad.
Yeah.
But man, I also kind of didn't like that they had like the final, like the poster of the movie is him on the plane. But then you have all these moments where like, how is he going to get out of this? And then the guy mentions plane. And it's like, let movies have a little surprise. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
one of the most greatest action sequences, you just let people enjoy it. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, I know you're getting out of this situation.
Yeah.
This is a bomber.
Yeah.
It just takes the disbelief, takes you out of that belief for a little bit.
Trailers can do that too. Like
Mhm.
Paige and I, if there's a movie we know we want to watch, it's like don't watch the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a movie with Richard Gere and like Topher Grace. I think it's called The Double Agent or something, or The Double. I can't remember what it is, but they literally spoil the whole movie. I mean, even Castaway, the Tom Hanks movie.
Yeah.
They showed him at the very end of the trailer in a plane, all disheveled, and they're like, "So what was it like being away for that long?" And he looks up real slow, and it's like, "So he gets off the island? Why am I watching this?"
Yeah.
It's
Dude, we got to
crazy.
put Wilson in here. I think that'd be
Yeah.
a good prop.
We need to get something else though that's not a volleyball,
Speaking of volleyballs,
a bomb.
close to a bomb. Did you
What?
hear about that volcano that just went off in Indonesia?
No.
No.
No, there was one in Hawaii
like
too, right?
literally today, when we're filming this,
No
which
way.
is June 17th. It
Where
was
at?
Indonesia.
Okay.
Mount. Here we go. Ready? Mount Luatobi Laki.
Lubatobi Laki.
I'll send you guys a video, but the ash cloud is 6 miles high,
Oh my gosh.
like over 33,000 feet in the air. And I mean, look at it. It's absolutely massive. You can just click it and watch it whenever because it's.
Jeez,
oh
dude.
no.
That's wild. I mean, there's a lot of volcanoes going off right now, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's
Dude,
huge.
that's yeah. Well, you can't even comprehend how big that is because they're so far away. Oh, that is crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so now there's like fears of like tsunamis and stuff that are going to happen in the area.
Bro, I didn't save it. We couldn't show it, but I saw a clip from the that tsunami that was really bad a few years back. A band on stage, but somehow I guess they were streaming, and I saw the tsunami. It went from the back of the stage, took out. You know, they have like their banner and all that, so you don't see it. And then just in an instant, the entire stage just boom, and like that's the end of the stream.
Jeez.
But that stuff's, dude. What do they call those? Act of God, like Mother Nature strikes act of God stuff. That you just 100-year kind of events are terrifying.
And it seems like we're having more and more.
I mean, there's one in Hawaii that went off. Do you see that last
I
week?
did not
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, Kilauea. Kilau. But yeah, some guy from Boston accidentally fell in the volcano.
Oh my gosh.
He only got injured.
Why are you laughing?
Only
He only got injured. First of all, if you fall into a volcano trying to get a picture of a volcano, that's your own fault. I'm allowed to laugh at you. If you die, condolences. But he didn't.
You were laughing before you said he was fine.
And there was an earthquake in Peru.
Yeah.
6.1 magnitude. That was crazy. Did you see the videos of that?
No.
Just like the cliffs and stuff like are all dusty because this is just like whoa, 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 whoa.
Dude, earthquakes are so scary.
Yeah. There's a lot of scary stuff happening, guys. And
What?
again, we're filming this. And by the time this comes out in a week, who knows what's going to happen?
I mean, a lot of
Yeah,
things has
literally.
changed just in the past week, so I can imagine it's going to keep developing. Yeah.
Well, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Israel and Iran.
Pick a side right now. Lily, go.
You have to
Oh
pick a
my
side.
gosh.
You have to pick a side. You have to pick a side. You have to.
You heard it here first.
Yikes.
Dude, it's crazy. And
All right.
I'm trying to, what was the significance? There was something, so before we dive into the conflict, before the first missiles landed, like the big ones, right? This past weekend, Domino's and pizza places around the Pentagon
Okay. The pizza thing.
peaked, bro,
Yeah.
an hour before the bombs went off. And so it's just one of the, once again, it's the pizza meter. We're going towards something crazy.
You know, here's something that will really make you angry.
Huh.
Right before, the day before, so like probably the same time the pizza places were going bonkers.
Yeah.
At least what I know of, there's 2 senators, both sides, Republican and Democrat, that invested a ton of money in these defense companies that are involved in Israeli.
Mm.
Oh, very good.
They
Stuff.
shouldn't be allowed to do that, dude.
Dude, it's like, what?
Yeah.
It's like this whole, the conspiracy theory, it's really not a conspiracy theory, but the
No.
military industrial complex. It's like, it's right in front of our eyes.
literally.
It's like,
Yeah.
this is insane.
Yeah. They're just playing, dude, behind our backs. I mean, like, that's the thing. I don't know. It's nuts.
That's like college coaches betting on football and then
Yeah.
like injuring their players.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, the footage from the missiles it looks like if I saw it in a movie, I'd be like, this is fake. Like,
Yeah.
it looks cool, but it's like, there's no way it looks like this in real life. It's unreal what war looks like now.
Oh, dude.
Well, did you see there's like these parties in like Lebanon, and they're just like
watch it.
filming the missiles going from Iran to Israel. They're just like, there's ABBA playing in the background.
Yeah. They're just having
and they're just all
dinner.
dancing.
How
It's just like,
strange.
it's like, this is insane.
Yeah. It's such
like
a
a
weird
movie, dude.
timeline that we're in.
Timeline.
Timeline.
Twine wine.
What is did I read correctly that their dome failed? The Israeli dome.
So I looked for it's called the Iron Dome.
Yeah.
And that's usually meant for like short ballistic missiles.
I see.
Or short missiles, short range missiles.
Yeah.
But Iran, they've been shooting just hundreds of intercontinental
Continental.
ballistic
Champion.
missiles
Yep.
that are just going right through. I mean, they're able to like ward off a lot, but I think Tel Aviv got pretty rocked.
Oh no.
The whole thing is no bueno.
Yeah. And I'll speak for myself. You could chime in if you want. I'm very ignorant to this, obviously, this whole
Yeah.
situation, the history of it all, what's happening. Overall, people are dying and it sucks.
It sucks.
It's terrible.
It
Yeah.
sucks and it's sad. It's extremely complicated.
Yeah.
From what I understand, I do know that their decision to go after these individuals that were high up in their nuclear program in Iran, they had like literally said, at least this is the media that we're receiving in the United States, which I don't
Yeah, who
fully
knows?
put my stock
right.
in, is that they were saying we're going to wipe Israel off the map.
Well, here's I did a lot of research today on it,
Okay.
and so I again, forgive me.
You an expert?
He's got to turn the power off the Transformers on fire.
All right, we're going to pause real quick.
Oh,
We'll see
no.
what happens. Love you guys.
Okay, we're back.
Wait, we're back. Sorry, we had to put out a fire, guys. A literal fire.
We'll see how long this goes because the power company was called. Our transformer outside was sparking, and it started a fire.
Just
Fire is out, and we're back. Okay, the Israel stuff.
Speaking of fire.
Speaking of fire,
Yeah, tell us what you learned.
okay, so golly, I had it all
And
organized in my head.
treat me like I know nothing because I actually don't.
So there was this nuclear arms treaty that was supposed to be signed. It was put forward by Israel and Trump and whoever. They had 60 days to sign it. And it was basically to stop making nuclear warheads or don't make nuclear warheads. And on day 61, still wasn't signed. That's when Israel started shooting, which was Flag Day, also President Trump's birthday,
Also,
the military parade, the army parade.
250th anniversary of the Army.
Yeah. So really weird timing with all that. So what it sounds like to me, just from hearing bits and pieces from everybody,
Mm.
it sounds like the powers that be, whatever, military, industrial complex, deep state, they want a regime change in Iran. Desperately want a regime change.
Yeah.
because I even saw this one senator on the news today saying like, worst case scenario is that America joins this war between Israel and Iran, and we don't get rid of their nuclear warheads. Then they are even a bigger threat.
Mm-hmm.
He said the only way to do that is to change the regime.
Yeah.
Say, okay, well, there we go. It's all about a regime change, really.
But even using language like get involved in the war when Israel is using our tech and gear.
Yeah. I mean, from the beginning when Trump was elected, his whole thing was like no war. Like I want to get out of the forever wars, which is basically everything happening in the Middle East. And again, this is just my view, but it seems like Israel and the deep state, or if they're the same thing, I don't know. It kind of seems like they have a lot of similar intentions.
Yeah.
They are provoking the United States getting involved in this war. And it's like,
I mean, what is it? Netanyahu, wasn't he saying that Iran is literally to blame for the 2 assassination attempts?
yeah, so that was
On TV.
Netanyahu said that the 2 assassination attempts on Trump were formulated by Iran.
Which who knows if that's true or not? But I mean,
kid?
Huh?
The kid?
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
they're saying. That's what I'm saying.
That
It
is
seems
so
weird.
far-fetched. You know what's so funny is that Andy mixed up Matisyahu and Netanyahu.
I said not a Yahoo. It's the same guy. I thought this guy wanted love. One day I heard.
It's a sticky situation, though.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like,
Did you
I just love Israel and Iran. A sticky situation.
I saw one of the things, one of the guys that got in Iran was in his younger years. He was one of the guys that big conflict where they took the U.S. embassy. He was one of the guys who was actually involved in that, like orchestrated.
really?
One of the guys that got. Now that's the narrative that they're painting. They want us to empathize with the Israeli mission, but I mean, as far as like, you know, a good storyline to get people like us involved in caring, it's like these are the people that Israel is eliminating.
yeah.
But
It's-
it's so hard to know.
And again, the side I'm on is I would prefer no war whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like Israel, Iran, Russia, Ukraine, like it's the worst. One dude, what's his name? He was just on Tucker. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of his views. He's super right wing. Used
Tucker
to
who?
be Tucker Carlson.
Okay, yeah.
But the guy that he out on.
Got it.
But he said, if you look at history, what happened in World War II, the beginnings of World War II are far significantly less than what has happened already
Right.
in our current time.
I mean, it makes
and he's like,
sense.
we are in World War III. It's just like you're looking at it from the vantage point of like you're going through it.
Yeah, because
You
I mean,
know?
like when we think about World War II, they didn't know it was World War II when for years when that was happening, like it wasn't classified as that, like because
Right.
that's just not how things work.
I think they declared it like World War II or the Great War,
Yeah.
or whatever. No, the Great War would have been World War One. World War II was like whenever the U.S. gets involved, then it becomes like the World War.
Mm.
So that's what they're saying. Like the next step, however Trump plays it, which when you're watching this, we could be in it.
Yeah.
But it's
What's easier to hide it now too, because back then it was like manpower. It was like boots on the ground.
Yeah.
And now we're sending drones, money, and tech.
No,
And-
exactly.
And so it's like, if you looked at the amount of aid we're providing in this conflict comparatively, I don't know, but I would bet that it's, you know, on par with what was done in the past.
Well, you could
Yeah.
argue that we're in it already, even
Yeah,
though we
that's
haven't
what I'm
made like a
saying.
public declaration. It's like, but yeah, what you're saying back then, it was like we actually sent people over there and
Yeah.
like, we're fighting. But in this case,
yeah.
we're
In
letting
Israel,
technology do it.
they started this thing, but they did it with the intentions of, I believe they did it with the intentions of, we started it, so now the U.S. actually to finish it, we need your stuff. We need your bunker busters, is what they call them, which are these giant missiles. One weighing 30,000 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Nuts.
That can just pierce like so far into the ground because that's where all their nukes and stuff are. So it's like, hey, now we need that stuff. So are you going to come help?
What are the effects of bombing a nuclear weapon underground?
Could not tell you. Probably okay because they're not armed. I don't know. Or if they are armed, then
Don't they have the same juice in them and stuff though? Then it doesn't matter.
no,
There's gotta be
those
some
have
type of
nuke
reaction.
juice. Those have nuke juice. The other ones have bunker juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to. How do you not know this?
But did you see? So we live in the strangest part of time, history, whatever.
It's a weird timeline.
Or Iran military, they have their own Twitter, right? And they just tweeted today. They said everyone will feel it. That's what they said.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to feel it.
I don't want to feel anything.
You know what's so interesting is that my brother actually sent this to me. I sent it to Josh. It was talking about what was it called? Samson's something. Were you able to get to that?
no.
Oh, Samson's. It's like the idea. It's the Israeli military was like, if we're gonna get nuked, we're gonna nuke everybody else. It's kind of like a ultimatum. It's like if you're gonna nuke us, the world.
The
is gonna feel
Samson's
it.
Choice document.
I don't know if this is true.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
This is allegedly leaked Samson's Choice document. If this is true, all these cities have a major nuclear warhead pointed at them, and if Israel falls, all warheads are sent off at once. So it's a list of different cities around the world.
Why
So
does it say
it's
Samson's
basically
Choice?
it's basically saying, Iran, if you nuke us, we're nuking the entire world, and other countries, if you don't help us fight this, you're gonna get nuked. And
Yeah.
like Washington D.C., New York City, they're all on this list, and which is scary.
I saw
This is
somewhere in
scary.
Georgia too. Like there's like the CDC headquarters or something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Wild.
I will
Anyway,
say,
so I was thinking, I went to the grocery store. I ran out of laundry detergent. I usually buy this really fancy one that doesn't have any chemicals or toxins in it. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to get the Gain. I'm going to get the Gain because we're probably going to be bombed. So
Well,
who even cares?
I know there's
Go for the cheap option. Go to McDonald's, y'all.
the news. All they do is fear monger,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
like because everyone's watching the news now because everyone's like, what's going to happen, you know? But what politicians are saying is adding to a reality of it is spooky. Like
Oh,
Trump,
yeah.
Trump tweeted, everyone in Tehran should evacuate.
Tehran is in Iran.
Iran, the capital of Iran.
Oh my gosh.
He says,
All caps too. Like he's like
Yeah.
he's like very clear. Like, and it seems like in the videos that he's been doing with interviews, he seems tired. He seems very stressed and like just not normal Trump.
yeah.
And so that makes me think, I was like, is this stuff just getting like heated?
Yeah, but then India said that they are asking all Indian nationals to evacuate Iran. But then China said for its nationals to flee Israel, because this is a quote from China. China says that Iran said they're about to launch the largest and most intense missile attack in human history on Israel.
Mm.
And it's like,
they're passing notes like middle school, though.
I know, and this is what's so frustrating. It's like someone just say it.
Yeah.
No, like, oh my gosh.
It's like, hey, will you go tell them I'm mad at them, but don't say that I
Yeah,
said it.
China's like, so Iran said they're about to blow you guys up, so you should
didn't-
probably get out.
You didn't hear from me though.
I didn't say it,
No, I mean I just what I heard.
but it makes sense if you're thinking about the whole forever wars, like the change in regime. If you're playing like chess, Iran is allied with Russia. No one's good with Russia right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think Trump's trying to be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think because he's trying to get Russia and Ukraine to stop, but they're both just going at it constantly.
Did you hear anything about Russia and like Putin's call to Christians?
No.
I saw a thing and I haven't researched it yet, but I guess he put something out was saying Christians should find sanctuary in Russia, and he wants all Christians to come to Russia.
Guys, let's go. Guys,
Eastern Orthodox,
Aw.
baby.
let's go. Let's
Russian
find-
Orthodox.
Yeah. But it would make sense if they want a regime change, because then if Iran has a nuclear bomb, nuclear missiles,
which is not confirmed they do, right?
no, they are making them. I
That's
don't
what I'm
know.
saying.
Yeah,
it's
they're
not
making
they, yeah,
But this
they-
is the
they said
whole
it's been closed
Iraq thing,
forever.
right? This is why we invaded Iraq, is because they had weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah.
But I think Iran's not denying it. But Iran, they're saying that they're tired of being defenseless, and they're like, their whole ideology, I think, is not ideology. Their thought process is like, well, if we build a nuclear warhead, then we're more safe, because then you're less likely to attack us.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, then I guess that makes sense for Iran.
Yeah, it does make
But
sense.
they also said they want to wipe Israel off the face of the map
Exactly.
and the U.S.
Yeah.
That's bad, right?
That's bad.
Okay, got it.
Bad for us,
okay.
yeah. Depends on what your vantage point is.
It's just all sticky situation.
Yeah. What does it come down to? Is it because we've been bullies in the world market, or is it religious?
No, but I think it's bullies.
Yeah.
I mean, not bully. Like, I mean, America is like, I mean, the number one, you know, as far as like infrastructure. We're still the currency, the worldwide currency. Who knows how long?
So basically what you're saying is Iran has a plan that's different than what the majority of other leaders in the world probably have. And so because they're not falling into place, they're forcing their hand.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just, yeah.
We know
It feels like these kind of different like fringe power groups like Russia and all these other places like the BRIC guys are wanting to form like their own kind of NATO or something.
Yeah.
You know?
well, it's the BRIC, right?
I know nothing about global politics.
Well, BRIC
so-
is like
I feel so dumb
it's
with
like
it, the whole thing.
Russia, I believe China, South Africa, Iran, and a couple other dudes. But what's a little creepy, I saw this, I forget where I saw it, but Ezekiel 38 sounds a lot like what is happening or what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it talks about, it's the call of Gog of Magog. So I guess Gog was the ruler of Magog, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says that God will put like fish hooks in his cheeks to drag him into this war. And Magog today is Russia.
Mm.
And what's going to, or the other countries involved in this that are talked about in Ezekiel 38 is, let me pull it up.
How do you know? What are you using your own? How do you know that is it because there are actual
When you look
geographical places? That,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just name changes.
at, so there's Magog, which is Russia. There's Persia, which is current day Iran.
Wow.
There's Kush, which is, I think, Sudan.
Mhm.
And then, and Put, which is Lebanon.
Mm.
And so, like, those countries are very outspoken against Israel. Russia, not so much, but like, it seems like whatever Persia or Iran's going to do drags Russia or Magog into this war.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa.
Yeah, because a lot of people probably just have to choose sides at that point.
Yeah.
You know, like, because, I don't know. Yeah, the long run. They're trying to look and see the long run, who they want to be allies with. So scary, man. I feel so out of my depth whenever I think about this stuff, but you can't ignore it, right? I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
You got to look at it and just kind of, I don't know. I'm doing a lot of praying about it, though,
Yeah, for real.
because
That's what we have
it's
to do.
terrifying. I can't imagine being in any one of those countries and just having that happen right down your block. Like, it's crazy.
Dude,
Yeah.
those flyover states are starting to sound better and better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I saw that they also Iran did some damage to the U.S. embassy, which
Mhm.
is U.S. territory as well. So like that didn't help their cause at all. I don't think. I don't know, but also like who knows? Like I mean, if I was Israel and I wanted to get U.S. involved, I'm like
That's what I'm saying.
there
dude.
could be a double play or something. You know, like
Yeah.
they're controlling the narrative. We don't know. If anything we see on the news, we can't take with a grain of rice.
Yes.
Yes.
Who knows? It might just be a little bit closer to Jesus coming back.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Jesus come back.
That's my thing with this. Like,
Solve
but
a lot
we've
of
like, I
problems.
mean, I'm sure that's what everyone said during every single other war.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh no, for real.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nutso.
Who
Scary,
knows?
scary stuff.
Christians lighting Nero's garden. They were like, this has to be the end of all days.
Yeah.
We're definitely in a part of society that we've never been in, though. With technology being where
Mhm.
it's at, warfare being where it's at, it's strange. It feels really weird.
It feels so dimensional because not only are we like at war like with each other, but there's also like this like war against AI kind of.
Yeah. Well,
There's a lot of
I did want to
threats.
say, the media is just so frustrating of like how they just generalize an entire country based off the leader of the country.
Right.
It's sickening. And
Yeah.
like so Iran in 2004, for those who are like, they hate it, they all hate Americans, all they want to do is kill us. Well, Iran, 2024, they're the fastest growing Christian church in the world,
Mm.
despite being persecuted. So there's a huge movement of like people coming to know Christ in Iran. So
Yeah.
like just generalizing the entire country is just the worst,
Oh, for sure.
you know?
Yeah, I mean, like British people looking at like Jerry Springer and say, that's what all Americans are like.
Well,
You know what I mean? Well, it's not that far off,
yeah. So I just want to say, like, don't watch obviously watch the news, like, to keep update on stuff, but don't let it persuade your.
Power will be turned off in 2 minutes for 30 minutes. A minute ago.
30
We have an ad.
minutes?
We got an ad. Don't go anywhere because the power's gonna get turned off.
Lily, quick before you go. What should everyone know for our ad? Lily, quick, hurry, you gotta go.
Please go get t-shirts for CBS. It already happened. But get t-shirts for back to school and the fall time. And stickers too.
Where at? Where do they go?
SundayCool.com or call your favorite sales rep at 800-865-0726.
For all your t-shirt and sticker needs.
Wink.
Wink. Wink.
I added a star, dude. Wink. Oh man.
And we're back.
Hey, we're back. It wasn't 30 minutes of the power being off.
No, it was
It's like
5.
10-ish.
Hours.
5.
But you know what I could really use
Oh my gosh.
to really get my brain moving?
Yeah, especially because we're so slow right now.
How about some Magic Mind?
Magic
Magic Mind, the greatest energy drink you could possibly drink to stay awake.
Clean energy.
And guess what? They now have 3 different kinds.
Yes, they do.
Magic Mind Free, which is caffeine free. Magic Mind Original, which is the original. And Magic Mind Max, which is maximum caffeine.
165 grams, I think, milligrams or whatever that is.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really good. I took
Yeah.
one at 11. I feel great.
So
I got so much
fantastic
done.
stuff. Go to magicmind.com/ninja-MF or scan the QR code that's been on the screen the whole time I've been talking. Right, Andrew? Cheers.
Move like a ninja. Take a Magic Mind. Yummy. Which one did you take?
The
normal? Nice.
The
Me
OG.
too.
Oh,
too.
gee, baby.
Oh,
All right.
reliable.
All right, shot. Come on. See it. 3 seconds on the clock. Lily Hooper with the ball, throwing it up for the championship. And once again, a disappointment to both not only her fans, but her friends, her parents, and everyone watching. Just on the court.
Oh, what?
Question corner with Lily, where the questions are fresh on her mind.
I don't know what happened to this. Is so loud.
Okay.
Everyone's loud.
We were just yelling.
I think it got messed up when the power went out.
No, my headphones messed it up. You're right. You're right.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I forgive you.
Quit yelling, please.
I got this question from a lady named Peyton Sartain. She's a host of a show called Note to Self.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
On what? There's nothing.
Lily tripped him.
Just walking.
Lily
Oh,
tricked me.
I know. Did you see that? You guys missed it, but I fell over all of Andrew's crap over here.
Literally was like,
Crap?
guitar, I'm going to kick it.
I tripped on a cord. It's a death trap in here.
What was your question?
No idea.
No, you're not listening.
Note to
me.
self.
Oh.
Note to self.
It's a
We heard
podcast
it.
called Note to Self. I don't know anything about it, so if it's a terrible show, don't. I just saw this clip. That's it.
We're not condoning it.
Ready? Would you rather have to ride a Lime scooter everywhere? That's your only mode of transportation. You can't use anything else.
I'm already sold.
I
Okay.
know.
Consider you can't take your
Travel.
kids anywhere unless you put them on your back.
Backpack.
You
Backpack.
you can't ride an airplane. You're only on a Lime scooter.
I can get on a boat on a Lime scooter.
I can get on a plane on a Lime scooter.
That's true.
You can't get on an airplane.
I'm going to ride it right up.
It has to be your mode of transportation.
They're going to understand that.
Oh, your most
So
significant.
you can't ever walk either.
Well, you can walk, but you can't.
But now those are 2 modes of transportation.
Okay, you guys chill out. You know what I mean.
We're just asking the details, okay? We just want to know the full scope of this whole thing.
Or the only food you're ever allowed to eat is a tuna enchilada for the rest of your life.
Scooter.
Yeah, definitely.
What are you
scooter.
talking
That
about?
means you can't travel abroad. You can't.
But you have to eat tuna
Listen.
enchilada for the rest of your life?
I don't need to travel to abroad. I got abroad. I got abroad at home. Okay, all right. I don't need to travel abroad. All right.
Nice.
Listen.
Hey.
Hey, we have backpacks. Kelsey can get a Lime scooter. We just make it a family vacation.
I think the
I'm fine
problem
with that.
I think the problem with that setup is you were like, you said you have to, but when you said Lime scooter, the 3 of us were like, I'm in. We're like fired up.
That sounds pretty
That sounds fun.
What about if there's lightning?
I live dangerously.
And he doesn't care.
That's
Guys, I live dangerously.
also you could say a cheese quesadilla, and that may make it a little bit better or something. But a tuna quesadilla,
Tuna enchilada.
Enchilada. That's
Same
even worse.
thing.
That's
Just
even worse.
Just a different name.
It's just more
for the
mushy,
same
too.
Vessel.
It's not even close to the same thing.
They don't. It has no
Enchiladas
cheese
are
in
nowhere
it.
near as crisp as a quesadilla, and the surface level alone.
Okay, it's the same ingredients basically though.
Sure. So don't say it's the same thing. Say that next time.
No. I'm
Yes.
sticking to it. An enchilada and quesadilla are practically the same thing. Just one's more
They're
wet.
not the same. That's first of all, that's not even true at all. They're crispy on the top.
Not all of them, buddy.
Wait, what?
Not
No?
all of them.
Yeah, I choose lime scooter.
Yep.
Lime scooter all the way. I love scooters. Remember that time in Nashville whenever your dad tried to peer pressure me into riding a scooter and I refused to?
Oh yeah.
I was like, I don't want to ride your scooter. It's like, come on, do it right now. I'm like, you guys are all rooting for me to get on a scooter. I'm not going to do it.
That's the one thing with Andy. If you ask him to do something, he says no, and you say, "Come on," he for sure won't do it.
I just,
Will not do it.
No, he's so anti peer pressure
Oh wow.
that like even if it's something
don't like
really
it.
cool, like dude, take this $1 million, dude, do it. And you're like, no,
no.
no,
That's
I
so
don't want
funny.
to.
You're such a yes guy.
I'm all for like doing things, like going out and just, just chasing life by its tail. I don't even know if that's a phrase, but yeah, there's something about like, I don't know. I think I like to control it. I think
it when people say, "Can you?"
Yeah.
Then you typically do it. But if
Yeah.
someone says, "Do it,"
Yeah.
you don't.
Don't
Yeah.
like being told what to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
love being told what to do.
Okay.
That's why I married this one.
No, you do not. No, you do not.
What do you
Just
mean? Of course he does.
Josh uses this thing. It's like when I need to do something, he'll say, "We should do this."
Yeah.
Really, he means you should.
Like
No,
what?
that's
Give me an
quite
example.
the opposite.
Give me an example.
Quite
example.
the opposite.
Give me an example.
We should vacuum the carpet.
No,
How many
Literally-
how many vacuum cleaners you got though?
literally not the case.
Okay. Rebuttal.
We really need to fix up the yard. That's what she says.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who does all the yard work?
Yeah. Hey, just a two-way street at that
Also,
point.
I always vacuum.
That's so nice. When?
Do you vacuum?
Sometimes you do. Hold on. Wait a
She
second.
said that's so
Some-
nice. When?
Don't say I always vacuum. Don't say that.
When was the last time you vacuumed?
He does. He,
Dude, like,
listen,
literally
no,
2
but
days
he
ago.
does. He does. He does help. He does help.
That's different than he does always vacuum.
He does help.
Yeah, whatever.
Do you vacuum always?
I
Or-
vacuum a lot.
Okay.
At least 50% of the time, I'd say.
Oh, okay. Hold the phone, guy.
Did you hold on? Did you vacuum yesterday?
Yes.
And he did the day before.
Did you vacuum today?
No.
Did you vacuum today?
No.
That's literally 50%.
How often are you guys vacuuming? Every day?
We have
Dude,
two
we're
dogs.
Yeah,
They
we do.
They bring in
Same.
sand.
We
But it's at one point, it's just not
yeah,
worth
I meaning
it.
to tell you, you live in filth.
Oh, well, yeah.
No.
We wait till we get at least 2 inches of sand up,
Yeah.
and then we're going to vacuum.
when it
It's just
starts
not
looking like
worth
a
it.
beach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
No, Andy's house is so tidy. Everybody be nice.
Stop.
It was a joke.
Don't
Lil.
defend me. Don't defend me.
Yeah, don't defend
Don't
him.
ever defend me ever again.
Your house is disgusting.
It is disgusting, so don't ever say different.
Moving on.
I do want to. I'm looking into Kelsey's liking the idea of possibly a Roomba because it is
Don't.
exhausting with the sand.
Dude, I'll tell you something.
Pico will
It's
shred
it's,
that.
No,
I
it's the
bet.
biggest ripoff ever.
It's a
Really?
ripoff.
Really?
We're not there technologically, Andy.
Okay.
No.
I didn't think they were that good, but I had other people recommend. They're like, "Oh, it's awesome," but
no,
I don't think
they don't. They don't use it.
I don't. Think
They
have
probably
the
sell
same-
Roombas.
But also,
Who told you to
oh my
say
gosh,
that?
they
The
do sell
Roomba?
Roombas. No, but they. I think it's just a lifestyle thing too, because our girls are constant. Like our dogs, our backyard is literally nothing but sand, and
Yeah.
so it's just they just constantly bring it in. The girls, we have 15 neighbor kids that always come over every single day, and so it's just
you should just put
it's
carpet.
the upkeep of it all. I mean, I
carpet
want
through
to.
your whole house, and then you'll never notice.
We
Barf.
put one of those like kind of bristly wire lawn carpets. Don't look at your phones. I got something on the way.
Okay.
But bristly like wire carpets down that like laundry area, and the amount of sand that quit coming into the house is insane.
Oh, wow.
I picked it up though. Paige was like, "Hey, we should probably shake it out," and it does not travel out the back door. Literally, as soon as you pick it up, everything in it just dumps.
Dude, it's whenever I pick up my big blanket to clean off because Pico and Stella will just jump on top, I literally will lift up the blanket and I'll just shake it onto the ground like almost every single day because I can't stand. And you just hear the just the amount of I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no.
I know.
Just gotta accept it. Florida, there's sand everywhere. I can't.
Everywhere.
It's
I
crazy.
don't like it.
That's why I vacuum, because I'm such a sensory dude.
Yeah.
That when I get sand on the bottom of my feet walking through the house, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I'll find the nearest carpet or blanket and just go.
That's why I wear socks.
Like a cat.
Always.
Yeah.
Even when I sleep, I have to wear socks just because if
Well,
I get up
that's
in the
crazy.
night,
Yeah,
it's like
that's
it's wild to me.
Oh, hey Andrew, hit us with that beat.
What beat?
Oh,
This beat?
my goodness.
This beat.
Oh,
Ooh, Andrew has a reel.
yes.
Yes. Andrew has a reel for us today.
Yes, he does, and he's going to show us right now. Cheerio.
Don't look at your phones because you all need to look at your phones at the same time because the thumbnail for the video spoils it. But it's really, I'm just going to show you this. This is the worst. What do you call it when you blow your insides out of your muscles because you exerted too hard? It's
Hernia?
hernia.
Yeah.
Oh, golly.
Dude.
We're watching
This
a
dude
hernia?
we're not going to watch it. It's just the dude has been living with this and apparently he tried to lift a stump and this happened. So here we go.
All right.
So now watch it.
Yep, you can flip it over.
I'm going to try to.
Do we need
Squint.
audio?
No.
I don't want to look at it yet.
Oh.
Mother of mercy.
I'm not looking.
All right, ready? 3,
I mean, that's pretty much
2,
it.
1, go.
He tells the story.
Here's my first look. Holy cow.
Dude
Oh.
just picked up a stump and that blew out and he's been chilling. He's been chilling with that.
Go to the doctor.
That's what I'm
What is he
saying.
going to do?
No, I don't.
I mean,
like
that's it. That's
Dude,
it.
Congratulations. You're pregnant, bro.
Dude, guys, what are you supposed to do? Don't do that.
What is a hernia?
So
That
like
is
your
A
muscle
tearing your
that's like
muscle.
linked together, like take your abs.
So you're-
if they split, and so that might be his small intestine.
It's basically
chilling.
what's holding back all your insides.
Oh
like you've been around a deer getting clean. When you break the abdomen and everything falls out, well, that's just behind a layer of skin.
Dude, you guys know that happens to women when they get some
feel
women
so
when they
nauseous.
get pregnant.
Say that again.
You get ab separation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Minor
Separation.
sometimes-
split apart.
And sometimes they never go back, right? Like
Sometimes
ever.
they
Yeah.
never go back. You
Yeah.
can do exercises, try to bring it back together. There's some people that do that. But that happens to women with like cooked turkeys.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is one thing that guys have to do physically, like that'll ruin their bodies forever? Not ruin. The ruin's the worst word I
Probably
could use.
be like a
Alter your body.
Desk job.
underwater welder.
Underwater welder. Because pregnancy, you're literally like you're altering your body forever as a sacrifice for a kid.
Oh,
And I just think, I don't know if there's a male equivalent to that.
there's not.
I wish there was. Because then I would hold
I
it
mean,
over.
probably men going to
All the
war.
women.
If you
Yeah, for real, yeah.
do you ever get jealous of Kelsey that she's able to get pregnant?
Every
Dying.
single day.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I would never want to be pregnant. I couldn't imagine. Just the idea of laying down and thinking there's a human side of me, like another creature. I can't handle it.
Oh man.
I remember the first time I ever touched a pregnant woman's belly, like to skin, and I imagined it was like a bowling ball, like if it was like super hard. But then the mush, I was like, okay,
What
it's
mush?
just a belly. That's all it is. Like so you just like any.
I think Andy just touched a
This is-
fat woman.
no. That was the surprising part. I was just like, oh, this is gonna be like solid. Nope. My whole hand just goes right in. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I don't know why I'm thinking about this. Why don't we get on this topic? Someone stop me.
Okay, look at the picture I just sent you guys.
Okay.
You looking at it? You ready for this?
Is that my head?
Oh my gosh,
We
what?
got Andy's cat skin.
In 2007, a 44-year-old man went into the hospital in France. He complained only of a slight weakness in his leg, a common case, routine medical care, but what the doctors discovered was anything but common. The MRI revealed the unthinkable. His skull was almost empty. More than 90% of his cranial cavity was occupied by fluid. All that remained was a thin film of brain squeezed against the walls of the skull, as if the gray matter itself was trying to survive. Since childhood, he had suffered from chronic, don't know that word. How do you say it? Hydrocephalus? No.
Oh.
Syphilis?
I think that's what jelly has, right?
I'm not sure. Like, I guess, or
Fluid on the brain.
yeah. But the accumulation of fluid was slow and continuous enough for the brain to reorganize, adapt, and transform itself.
Dang.
Bro.
So
it's like
his brain is just thin all the way around his skull.
and he only complained about leg pain.
Yeah.
Slight leg pain. Dude, How? I don't. That's so crazy that dude was just walking around with that.
Yeah. Insane.
That's scary. Golly, I need an X-ray.
Jelly has like a metal piece so it gets the fluid off of her brain, which is cool.
That is wild.
That's what this guy needed.
That is cool. I wish I had that.
Fluid on my mind and mind on the fluid.
Speaking of fluid on the brain,
Dude.
you guys
Yeah.
hear about, well, we talked about 2 weeks ago, the North Korean phone.
Yes, they got smuggled out.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw all these comments like, what about Trump phone or Trump mobile?
Yeah.
Did you hear
What's
about
this?
Trump mobile?
Nice.
No, what's
Nice.
this?
They're coming out with their own mobile device with phone, like a phone.
But like cellular service as well.
Yeah. So, and it like includes, I mean, the concept is actually pretty cool. I wish more people would do this, but it was like, free roadside assistance anywhere you are. It comes with, free texting in 100 different countries.
Oh, that's cool.
Teledoc for everyone that has a phone.
What? What about health insurance?
I think it's all covered under this Trump mobile.
It's a thing of the past.
But people were like, okay, well, yeah, then you have the president of the United States, the government that's literally issuing you phones now.
Well,
It's like-
his family is running it. Did you see the thing about why they can and it's not a conflict of any like
No.
so they're saying there's like conflict of interest, like he's like building his own company with the platform of president. Like people were saying this stuff, but someone else in the family I think is supposed to be running it, and their rebuttal is it's owed because of the allegations and damages to our name. We are owed this.
I see.
And I'm like, I don't think
Also, but
that
when
should
is
apply.
But I mean,
That's like an
You
investment
could-
I
fund.
get the conflict of interest, but you think of every president and vice president that has benefited financially off of wars,
Everything they've done.
just wars, really. It's like, come on,
Yeah.
come on.
My
Come
whole
on.
thing
I think
though-
I'm getting a Trump mobile.
We're sponsored by Trump Mobile, guys. TrumpMobile.com/ninjas butterflies. Get your free phone today.
The premise is jacked up though, because it's like now we're allowed to advance something rather than the people who, if they do have just grounds and want to go to court and do all of that, then it's other people who owe them money, not license for them to bend rules moving forward. So
Yeah.
I don't like how that.
So they're not
applies.
fixing the problem; they're profiting from the problem. Is
Yeah.
that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
That makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense. Do you think this all started because he saw a T-Mobile commercial and he's like, "That should be me"?
I think he's,
I wouldn't be
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile.
Trump Mobile.
Hey,
he saw Ryan Reynolds with Mint Mobile, and he's like, I could do it.
can you hear me now? Good. Speaking of, can you hear me now? That plane crash in India.
Crazy sad, dude.
Man, so sad.
That's maybe not the
Absolutely.
best to say,
No.
I got a happy one on the other side of this. So
Crazy.
Good deal.
Dude,
I mean, it was devastating, but the one survivor. Do you have the video?
I'm sending it right now.
Okay, so this guy was sitting in seat 11A, switched
yeah.
before the flight took off. Only survivor ends up walking off the plane.
All nonchalant, almost uninjured, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy, bro. So look at the video I just sent you. It hopefully it's sent already. But it's literally the people are just videoing because they're freaking out because there's this huge ball of fire in their neighborhood. And it's just nuts. And people are videoing. And then out of the smoke, just casually walks this guy because he was right by the emergency exit. So as soon as it landed, he just opened it and walked out.
Crazy.
The most wild thing in the world, dude.
But apparently there's a story of this Thai celebrity.
There's a Thai actor in 1998. He was on a flight and it went down as well. Ton of people perished. 45 people survived, though. But he was also sitting in 11A.
Yeah.
Which is the emergency exit.
Yes.
So there's something about the emergency
that's what
exit.
that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, who 1998? Who knows where 11A was on a plane?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
like
no,
we don't
true.
know. Also, just the airlines, but
I'm
it's
watching
just
this
weird.
now.
But yeah, look at that video. It's absolutely crazy. And
The guy in the white shirt.
the guy they're pointing at, yeah, just yep, literally right there.
Did anybody in their village get hurt?
Just not even running, just kind of like
Yeah.
casual.
A lot of people. I think it hit like a hospital or something.
oh geez.
That one? It was like in
Yeah.
a neighbor. It was in a neighborhood.
Pretty sure it hit like a hospital or
Oh
something.
yeah, I mean maybe I don't know, but the crazy thing is, it not only was he in seat 11A, but when they were interviewing him in the hospital, he was sitting in room I mean, in the bed number 11. And also, it happened on June 11th.
11. Make a wish.
Weird. It's just, yeah, super strange.
So crazy.
Dude, I can't imagine what is it, that survivor's guilt?
Oh, big
yeah.
time.
That kind of stuff right there. I can't imagine how that just traumatizes you for the rest of your life. That heaviness that you have to carry.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude. But I mean, golly, what a story.
It was insane.
The most insane thing. It's like that was that Frank Salak or whatever his name was, the luckiest unlucky man in the world.
Yeah.
Fell out of a plane, landed on a big pile of hay.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Insane. You said you had a happy thing?
Dude, this is yeah. Well,
Seriously,
this is crazy. I'm sending it to you and you want to listen to it with audio, but the setup is I think on Josh France, our buddy Josh France, I think on his trail camera, I think he picked up a black wolf. So Florida used to have a black wolf. And what is it, the word for when they no longer
Extinct?
extinct? Yeah, they went extinct in like the 1920s or whatever. And then so a lot of people say, well, there are what's called a melanistic coyote, but those are like really small.
Yeah.
There are red wolves that they tried to reintroduce in the 70s on this island in like Apalachicola because they were trying to have them grow like naturally in a non-captive environment. And then they're trying to keep the southern red wolf. There's still some in Louisiana. I think there's some in South Carolina and Texas, but it's like there's these very pocketed, like they don't know. But basically, Josh France's property that he's hunting is out in the middle of nowhere.
Florida or Georgia?
Florida. It's kind of where like 75 and I-10 meet,
Okay.
kind of like in that area. But if you look, there's like national forest or state forest or whatever between Apalachicola and this property. It's literally just all dense forest. So the property sold, like his camera's running out there, but no one's supposed to be out there. So like as far as like another hunter with another dog, like none of the things you would assume
Yeah.
make sense. But
right.
I start this clip out with a few things kind of setting that up.
3, 2, 1.
So that's what they look like.
Wow.
Actual photos. That's a melanistic red wolf from Louisiana.
Oh, he's so cute.
Check this out. This is the clip. That's his trail cam. I'll slow it down.
wow.
Like you're gonna get to look. And then for it looks like a German Shepherd. It's like that big.
Wow.
Wow, the ears for sure.
Yeah. And then he has videos of
It's huge.
yeah. He has videos of deer as well, and so I lay it over. Yeah, look at a coyote versus a deer for comparison. So these are that's the photo, and that's further back than those deer are as well.
Dang.
That's interesting, man.
That's a good edit.
Check out really quick. This is the region. So that's the island. It's called Dog Island. But look how much it's just swampland between his property
Oh, wow.
and where they in the 70s where they launched the red wolves.
Josh goes all the way out there to go hunting.
Like 3 hours away.
Yeah, true.
He wasn't out there.
Oh.
He's at the like where it ends.
Oh, I see.
So,
Okay.
but that would be the route that those dogs could have traveled.
That's crazy. That'd be cool.
That's weird, right?
Yeah, I wonder what's going on with that. Why don't we bring back those types of animals?
Yeah.
Ones that like were recently gone.
Yeah.
Nothing like, why do we have to start with woolly mammoths?
Or, yeah, the timber wolf, or what is it called? Timber wolf?
They have
Dire wolf.
Dire wolf.
Yeah. Things that are
Yeah.
literally going to kill us
Yeah.
and stomp us to death.
You see Rogan's posting about all the wolves that they reintroduced and
Yeah,
just
he's
the havoc it's causing.
Ticked about it, dude. It's crazy.
Killing cattle and elk and all that sort of stuff.
Who could have seen this coming?
No one. Literally no one.
we looked at the projections. There's nothing there.
Speaking of killing.
Dude, don't say it, man.
Dude,
Oh.
did we talk about this last week? Just real quick, it's a little fun fact.
Okay.
We watched that Ocean Gate thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know that guy was like connected to Bohemian Grove?
Yeah, we talked about
Yep.
it under oath.
Boogers.
Yeah.
You listen to the podcast?
Not this one's not even out yet.
Yeah, we're behind.
Hey, yes, it is. It's the future.
But speaking of killing,
Yeah.
did you hear about Prince William's friend?
Prince William's friend. Which one is he?
Prince William?
The balding one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So his billionaire friend, Sanjay Kapoor, died while he was playing a polo match and accidentally swallowed a bee.
Oh,
The dude's a billionaire. A billionaire, right? More like it.
was he
He's
allergic
dead,
or
Andy.
something?
Oh, sorry.
Was he allergic?
I have no idea, but it killed him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
That was so crazy.
You're
What are
just-
the odds
You're
of
playing polo and just and then
I wonder if it was some type of sting operation.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I had to say
that's
it.
a buzzkill.
Stop it.
That's all right.
It's terrible. But I mean, what are the odds of that? That's crazy. Like, that's really just, I mean,
That's like tragic.
how do you tell anybody when that's happening? Like, how does that feel? Like, that's so, it led to a heart attack, right?
Oh, is that what happened?
I think
he
that's what it-
must
I think
have
that's what it
been
is. I think
Allergic, yeah.
Gosh, dude, that's so,
That's really sad.
you never know, man. You literally never know. You're just playing polo with the dudes one day, having a great time. Next thing you know, you're swallowing a bee and you're meeting God.
Yeah.
That's,
Wonder why he
Crazy.
swallowed the bee though. Like,
why'd you do that?
I don't know why she swallowed a bee.
what is that from?
What's that book?
Oh yeah, that
that-
book's really
What book?
Is that the voice you read it in?
yeah, pretty
How
much.
do you read it?
I don't read.
It's this book where it's this lady,
It's like so
like
famous.
this Russian
nursery
lady
rhyme.
or something. She keeps swallowing stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and she swallowed a bee,
There was an old lady who swallowed a fly.
swallowed a fly.
I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die.
That's
the
how it
book
Oh my
goes.
goodness.
What is?
And
You
so
guys
she
have
keep-
never read this
Never
book?
heard
ever?
that. No.
She keeps swallowing animals to get rid of the original problem,
Got it.
and then at the end she dies.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
And we're
yeah, those
reading
are
it to the girls like, listen, and surely she'll die. And we're like, fall asleep.
That's
Change up.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's
What
so
a
fun.
weird story.
Yeah,
I know.
that-
At the end, it says there wasn't a lady that swallowed a horse. She died, of course.
Yeah,
That's
that's
how
how
it
it ends.
good. And good night, girls.
And that's it.
That's
Sleep
so
tight.
much-
Hopefully you wake up in the morning. Bye.
That's an author who's just like, I'm overwriting this book.
Yeah, I love all those like nursery rhymes, like the Ring Around Rosie,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Ashes, Ashes. Apparently, that's apparently a dark story too. I don't know.
Yeah, the Black
history of it.
Plague.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so. Yeah, it's so funny how we just do that. Oh, what is that Bumblebee song as a kid? Did you guys ever learn that?
Oh yeah.
I
I'm
got a
bringing home
little
a baby bumblebee.
Don't
Want my
swallow it,
mama
you'll
to
die
be-
surely.
Yes. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Dude,
Prince William's freaking sang that song.
I grew up on some different nursery rhymes. You ready for a Filipino one? Basura, basura, tintin ba, panito, panito, tintin na. The trash man eats the trash.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what it's saying.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I was about to make something up and it sounded almost exactly like that.
As I'm saying it now, I'm like, I think this is just commentary on the third world.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The trash man eats the trash.
We are poor. We eat trash. Okay, this doesn't sound like a great.
Mom, I'm hungry.
Oh,
Um,
I can see it.
You know what? What's also funny is I speak absolutely no Filipino, so my dad could have just made up sounds and been like. And this whole time, I thought I knew a few words.
All the Filipinos watching is like, what? No.
You know what Filipinos say? My dad always said, "Gumbachi tapon isabada." No, that's
that's
nothing. That's literally nothing.
What if you were just cussing the whole time and
It was like, so like
you gotta stop? Okay, so I was watching American Alchemy the other day
Uh huh.
with Jesse Michaels.
Shout out.
He's the best. But he has this petition, and we're gonna put it in the description because we should all sign it. I signed it, but it's a UAP Disclosure Act congressional petition. So basically, the Washington Post, I believe, came out with this article, basically saying that this whole UFO phenomenon that's been happening recently is just a psyop, and that it's all fake. And actually, they blamed all the UFO sightings on two things. One was, what was it? Electric anomaly orbs or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
like EMP,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Or it is the Air Force hazing thing that they do to people. Like, so they haze new cadets or whatever.
By scaring them with UFOs.
Yeah.
airman.
And it's like,
What?
and Jesse Michaels went on, he's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He's like, this is not the case. And like, dude, he lays it out.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He's like, this happened, this happened, this happened. Because they even talked about that one incident I think we talked about a while ago, but it was in the 60s where there's that nuclear base in the U.S. and so many people saw this red orb fly right over the base. Everyone's freaking out. And the bunkers where these guys were located were super far underground. All this stuff to protect from radio signals coming in and out. And then this thing hovered right above them, turned off all, I think it was 12 nuclear warheads, turned them all off. And they're like, what the heck? And they're like, this is impossible. Nothing can do this. No technology can do this.
Wow.
And then when it left, all of them came back on. And so they were saying, oh, that was the U.S. government testing out their own EMP technology to see if it would work.
That's easy to believe.
Yeah, well, the guy's like, well, one, we wouldn't do it on our own nuclear warheads. We wouldn't test it on that.
And we would know about it, first of all, too.
And he said that if it was he did say that the EMP technology was not even invented yet. Like, no one had talked about EMP at this point in history. It wasn't until like 10 years later where they started coming up with the concept of an EMP attack. But he said that if it was with the old technology, if it was an EMP testing or whatever, it would have fried everything.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been able to turn off and turn on.
Yeah, it's not just a switch.
Yeah.
Like, you have to, like,
you're
overpowering, just like what they did with the pagers and stuff, right? Like,
yeah,
possibly.
Yeah. But I mean, you guys should watch it. It's an amazing video, but go sign the petition.
Yeah, it's like, you're not going to gaslight us out of this one.
Yeah. And he was mad too. He's like, I'll bring
too.
on any one of you guys and debate you on this topic.
That's the
He's
ultimate
like, but guess what?
gaslighting.
None of you guys will come on. He was mad.
Yeah.
I like it. Jesse Michaels getting mad.
Fired up, Jesse.
Get him, Jesse.
Come on, ride like the wind.
Yeah. So, very fascinating stuff.
We got to get him on the pod.
Have to.
Got to, dude. Speaking of military bases.
Yeah.
Dude, there's this story out right now, and it's not confirmed. It's not, I mean, so who knows the beginning of it, but it's very scary because there's a time in the past month that people were reporting on a military base that all of their electronics shut off for over an hour. And so at this point, the military people were freaking out, running back and forth, trying to, communicate, but they literally couldn't. Their phones weren't working. Radio was not. They couldn't understand how this was possible. Then suddenly, within 30 minutes of that blackout, their phones get messaged. Every single person, same message, saying, we are the Annunaki and we are here.
Pardon?
Whoa.
When did this happen?
And then after an hour, everything came back on and no explanation whatsoever. Happened over a little less than a month ago. That's what they say. There's some people claiming that story. So I don't know. There's nothing terrifying though.
I need more.
I can imagine if that was in my life, if that were to happen to us, we would immediately panic.
Could you imagine if that happened to you and you're trying to tell that to people and they're like, okay.
Right.
Dude,
that's the thing. If aliens do exist in that way, I think they would mess with us more in some ways.
I truly believe the Anunnaki. So the Anunnaki were talked about by like the Sumerians, Babylonians, all this stuff. I fully believe that they're the Watchers.
Oh, yeah.
Like the description is like dead on.
Yeah, the Sumerian text literally points to exactly what the Watchers are described as.
Yeah. And so them coming back or them being here. Yeah.
Yeah, but we've talked about how just their ancient technology might have formed certain, civilizations back then, but then we think about how the power of AI today, but guess what? What does Anunnaki begin and end with in letters?
AI.
AI. We just solved it.
Shut up. Is that me?
Little. AI.
Shut up. You're so mean.
I wish we had a replay button. We could scroll back.
Oh man. Well, speaking of AI,
Yeah, dude.
I saw this one video where this guy's saying that the current AI that we have now that we know about,
Yeah.
its IQ is based at 155 IQ. Einstein was 160.
Okay.
And he's saying that ChatGPT 4, which is what we use now basically, is 10 times smarter than ChatGPT 3, version 3.
Okay.
Cool.
So its IQ at 155 now is 10 times more than what it used to be.
Off the charts of any IQ scale we have, right?
And no one knows the math on that. So.
And he's saying the danger, we're going to talk about AI for the rest of our lives, I think. But the danger in that is like you compare Albert Einstein to just some common folk that had zero education and the difference in intelligence that they had. Like Einstein coming up with the relativity, whatever, you know, I don't know. I'm no Einstein. Theory of relativity. Got it.
Thanks.
Beat you. But he's saying like so if AI, its IQ keeps going up, he's like, that's what it's going to be like for the whole world, where you have this AI that has an IQ of, I don't even know how high an IQ can go. Can it just keep going up?
I could tell you.
You could probably tell by this conversation what my IQ is.
At least a range, you know.
I think it's like 100 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll test it.
Do you know your IQ?
No.
You're just doing an IQ test.
What's an actual IQ test?
I refuse to do an IQ test because my brother tested genius, and I will never let him hold that over me.
Oh,
I'm afraid
man.
to take it
Dude,
because
it'd be
I'll be
so
like,
funny if
dang, I am dumb.
It'd be so funny if I was just like 130. And
Like,
everybody, you guys
so
were like, Andy,
smart.
what?
You beat Einstein, you're 161. Oh my gosh.
We didn't know there was an IQ max, but Andy, you've reached it.
But yeah, just like AI just being crazy advanced
Yeah.
with just being way smarter than us.
Yeah, and how do humans develop something
Where it can
that
be
has
smarter?
that has an IQ or level of intelligence that we've never even reached?
Because I don't think it's machine based. I
Yeah,
truly
and
think
that's the
it's
thing.
yeah.
If we can figure that out, is that almost
Dude.
proof of something?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I just asked ChatGPT, can you give me an IQ test in one question?
Okay,
So
here
I'm
we
gonna
go.
ask the question.
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
All right, you ready? And I don't have the answer yet, so I'm going to give an answer as well.
Was it a math question?
What comes next in the sequence?
Oh, jeez.
no.
2, 6, 12, 20, 30.
2, 6,
And
12,
that-
30.
2, 6, 12, 20, 30.
2, 6, 12, 20, 30. You go first. 2, 6, 12, 20, 30.
Yeah, once you guys have your guesses, I have multiple
I have
choice.
No idea.
2, hold on.
42.
6, 12.
That's one of the multiple choice.
42.
Is it really?
options. Yeah.
It's 42.
Andy. Wait, now I want to say 42.
What are the options?
36, 40, 42, 56, 72.
I think it's 42 because Andy said it with such confidence, but I'm going to say 56 to be different.
Yeah, I'll say 42 as well. I'm just going, I don't know.
It's 42.
Jeez.
What is it?
I don't know. All right, here we go.
This is intense.
If
I
it's
already know the
42,
answer.
you have got to tell us how you arrived there.
Oh, easily.
Pardon?
I'm not joking. That literally
He's
easily.
like,
I could tell. It took me almost like less than 5 seconds. And I'm not saying that to brag. I may could be completely wrong.
Okay,
I'm just making
I
it
have
up.
the explanation. Tell me how you got to your answer one more time.
I'm not going to tell the answer until I want to know if we're correct first. I know. We got to get the answer first. Then I'll tell you my thought process. Because if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Okay. Okay. 6, 12. 6. That's a 6 difference. 12 to 20, 8. 20 to 30, 10. 12, 42.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's exactly correct in how you arrived at it.
Go! I'm a genius.
Wow, you are. Wow, good job.
That's
Thank
very
you.
good.
Hey, thank
But it doesn't tell us the IQ at all. It just
you. Tell them if the person was able to get that
if I got it right. What?
with under 10 seconds.
So this says IQ scores theoretically have no absolute upper limit, but in practice, most modern IQ tests cap out around 160 to 200, depending on the test. So Einstein, in theory, was at the top of the test.
No one's ever beat
Oh, I'm sure
Einstein's?
someone
Yeah, you
has.
should look up the highest IQ. I want to meet this person.
Dude, did you see Bezos talking about when he knew he wasn't going to do anything with theoretical physics
No.
or something like that? He was talking about his roommate. It was like he was in some advanced math class and they were working on this problem, this math equation. They couldn't solve it. And so he gets another classmate and they're struggling. He's like the two of us together, like we killed it in school. He's like, but we just couldn't solve this. And we, at the same time, we're like, okay. And I forget the other guy's name. They're like, we need to go down the hall and like talk to the kid who's everyone knows he knows everything. They showed him the equation and then he goes, cosine. Cosine's the answer. It took him like 15 seconds of staring at it. And he was like, you want me to show you how I got there? And he was like, yeah. They're like, we need to understand this. Takes out a sheet of paper, front and back, 3 pages, and like solves because everything's deleting out. So cosine's the answer. And then they're like, you did all that in your head? And he goes, no. He was like, 3 years ago, I had a really similar problem, and I began working it out and realized that problem perfectly overlaid with the problem that I solved 3 years ago. And they were just like, you're psycho. And they were like, we're in the wrong. We're never going to be this guy. they
Those
dropped,
Bezos?
Bezos dropped out of that kind of schooling
Wow.
because he was up against, he was like, this guy's clearly
Oh, I see.
further ahead than I can ever actually get to.
I'm gonna go sell Roombas on the on the internet.
Who
All right.
was that guy?
Marilyn Vos Savant.
Ooh, he sounds even intelligent.
I think it's a girl.
Oh, she.
Marilyn.
But he or she has an IQ of 228.
Whoa.
Wow.
So over 200. Golly.
Yeah.
I wonder how the social skills were.
Good.
It's a robot. At one point, you become so intelligent, you are a robot, right?
I bet.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of robots,
It wouldn't tell
I'm
me.
I'm so scatterbrained right now
Dumb.
just because we stopped and started this podcast twice. But I saw this thing that there is supposedly a 2-mile wide dome in the ocean that is moving
Saw
and
this.
creating a path.
Saw this.
Sorry?
A 2-mile wide dome shaped object in the ocean, and it's leaving a track behind it.
I saw that. And it reminded me of SpongeBob, first of all.
Me too.
He used to ride these babies for miles. But that's, how do we not know what it is?
Yeah.
I mean, how is there not one tank? I mean, not one tank, submarine just going like one mission. Let's find out what this is.
Yeah, why does
Well,
nobody care?
It could be anything. It could be like potentially a weapon that
Dude, a 2-mile wide weapon. Could
or
you
a
imagine
facility, you know?
Yeah.
an
for real.
underwater- Dude,
But
Atlantis,
the
bro.
path that I just sent it to you
I
guys.
saw it.
What if it's a Roomba?
It could be.
It's
Cleaning
cleaning
up
up
the
the
ocean
ocean
floor.
floor. Jeez.
But I asked our favorite AI about it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this, but Google Earth, when
Mhm.
you're looking at the ocean and stuff, that stuff is mapped out using ships
Wow.
that are constantly scanning the ocean floor.
Oh, cool.
So it's not like a satellite image, it's actually sonar.
You think they
And so there's-
contract that out?
So they're saying that it could be a stitching of images of why it looks like that. But I'm like, I mean, that looks like a dome that is literally leaving a track behind it.
Yeah.
Like it looks
You'd-
like a valley.
You'd have to overlay shipping routes, and we're not going to be able to do that.
Correct.
End the show.
But isn't that nuts?
Yeah. Super crazy. It reminds me of the sailing stones. Do you know what those are?
Oh, yeah, those
Rocks in the desert
that just move.
that just move, man, and leave trails behind. I thought
Dude,
it
why
was
did we not
fake
figure
at
that
first.
out? Like, let's put a camera on it.
I don't know.
What are we doing?
It's crazy. We have rocks that are just moving.
Have you heard about those
No,
things?
I haven't.
They're literally in the desert, and you see it's a big rock, and then you'll see just a path behind it.
What the heck?
Like they're just, and it's completely
Like-
flat. See that?
What the heck? It's
It's-
like someone's doing that. It's
The
like crop
sa-
circles.
The sailing stones of Racetrack, Playa, and Death Valley National Park are rocks that move across the desert floor, leaving long trails behind. The rocks, which can weigh up to 700 pounds, have been
Why?
observed and studied since the early 1900s. In 2004, researchers discovered that a rare combination of wind, water, and ice causes the movement.
No.
700 pounds? That's crazy.
Why? How? When?
I think that's one of the I thought that was fake when I was a kid. Same thing with flying fish. When I found out flying fish were actually real,
Yeah.
I
They don't
thought I
actually
was watching a
fake jump.
doctor. I was watching a BBC thing, and they're just doing it with the fish in the water, and then suddenly they come out, and then the wings expand. I'm like, I thought it was like, why are they CGIing in a BBC Earth movie? And I could not believe it.
Do you think some rocks are living?
I mean, there has to be. Like,
Think
like,
about what Jesus said.
I know. I was just thinking about what he said.
I mean,
He said if
coral.
you weren't crying out for my praise, the rocks would sing out.
That's
Yeah.
the first skit I ever pitched you on.
that was a good one.
That's
I do
true.
like
In
that.
Montana.
Yeah, that was so funny. But like you think of like all the vegetation within the ocean, you know, like that
Yeah.
are like plants that are like rocks that look like things that shouldn't move, coral, all those things are living
yeah, for real.
organisms. So it's like, why couldn't something live within inside of, I don't know. It's weird. I'm not a geologist,
Or
a geographist.
geographist, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said. One
Okay,
one
but-
time I was like, I don't know.
I don't know
know.
geography.
Let's
Or
talk
no,
about-
geology.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about maps. You're like, I don't know geology. It's like, yeah, you don't. Oh. All right, you ready for this one?
Hit me.
It came out pretty recently, but the rumors go around that Mike Myers is actually part of the CIA.
What?
Did you hear about this?
No.
It came out during the Diddy trials.
What?
Yeah, so apparently, in the Diddy trials, I don't know exactly what was said.
That's Austin Powers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was, when was it? 2009. Mike Myers went and had a dinner with like the top head honchos at the CIA,
Mm-hmm.
and was given a tour of the CIA headquarters and stuff. And there's like some weird connection with like Mike Myers' mom with the British Royal Intelligence. Like she's
Really?
like part of that, which is actually pretty funny with Austin Powers.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
But I don't know how it got brought up in the Diddy court, but it got brought up that Mike Myers might be part of the CIA.
I mean, that would be genius, though.
I mean,
Wouldn't
he's an international man of mystery.
And he just would just goof
Playing
off. He's
out-
like, "Oh,
playing-
I'm a spy."
Yeah.
You know, you're like, "Oh, that's funny." What he really is.
Yeah. So when you type in Google Mike Myers spy, guess what pops up?
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers and Shrek.
Not only that, he's a Shrek. He's Shrek too.
Yeah.
And
Dude.
he's the Cat in the Hat.
Dude, we could list Mike Myers movies all day. I love Mike Myers.
Me
Yeah.
too. I
Wayne's
heard
World,
he's
dude.
difficult to work with though.
Yeah, I heard that too. I don't know. I had a great time when I used to work with him.
Yeah.
He seemed like a nice guy.
Anyways, this world's crazy.
Dude, it's getting weirder and weirder by the day.
Tell me about the Forgotten Plague.
Ooh, the Forgotten Plague. You guys remember that? Of course you do. So this is a sickness that has mysteriously shown up and mysteriously left, and no one knows what the cause of it was and what happened and why it happened. Right. So in 1916 from 1930, over those years, millions of people all around the world were mysteriously passing out, falling asleep, falling into comas. Some of these people, comas for years. There's one instance where this man was in a coma for 30 years.
Oh my gosh.
And then he awoke one day, bright as ever, completely fine, wide awake, with no memory really of like those 30 years, but just right back in it. And this is what inspired the movie Awakenings, because it inspired the book and that went to the movie.
Oh.
But so this is the illness literally started with sore throats, tiny headaches, all these things. People would be eating at home, chewing their food, and then would just pass out. And they had no idea what caused it. And so they called it the sleeping plague, the forgotten plague, obviously now, but it's because no one knows what started it. And there was no correlations to whatsoever of what people were eating, where the people were at. So there was a lot of like conspiracy behind biological warfare, but a lot of it happened in the UK, but it happened all over the world. And I think over 100,000 people died
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
from it. And so people would just pass out and they would have no reason. But in 1930, it just stopped. Just stopped. And it's
In the
just,
world?
and it just never happened again. They don't know what caused it. They don't know why it went away. Nothing happened. And so it reminds me of the dancing plague,
Yeah.
where just people started dancing until they literally died and no one had any reason for it. There's no logical reason. So when people would wake up, some of the people that would actually wake up that wouldn't pass away, they'd wake up with neurological disorders, Parkinson's.
Yeah.
Some people literally had different personalities and different accents
Wow.
Was this worldwide or U.S.?
worldwide.
That's so weird.
All over. That's the weirdest part about it, is that people, because it took a long time for people to start connecting all these dots. There was no symptoms besides a sore throat, maybe minor headaches. That's it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then it just disappeared one day. And we've just, I mean, I don't remember ever learning about this,
Yeah.
but I mean, imagine waking up 30 years. People literally were in comas for years at a
Oh
time.
my gosh, that's a nightmare.
Yeah.
What if time travel exists and they're testing vaccines in the past?
There actually is a tiny conspiracy within that of time travelers and
Wow,
stuff. Yeah.
that's so interesting.
Yeah. It's wild.
Crazy.
Yeah. So when I read about that, I was like, it's just scary to think that we would just have no reason for it. We would never be able to understand it. And then we're just like, okay, move on. It's gone now.
The Forgotten Plague.
The Forgotten Plague.
Speaking of the Forgotten Plague, though,
Yeah.
did you
happened?
know that right after this, we have another episode on Patreon, patreon.com/ninjas or butterflies,
Yes,
baby.
we do. Listen, if you go to Patreon, not only do you get these episodes earlier in the week, but on every Friday at 6 a.m. when we normally drop the regular pod for YouTube, guess what? You get an extra episode. Dolphins or aliens. We talk, we have more fun, we tell more stories, we goof around, and you also get discount codes, behind the scenes merch. We're going to upload a video of what we were doing during our break while the fire was going crazy. So
you can only see it on Patreon.
only on Patreon, baby.
Yeah, so go do it and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube. I'm pretty sure YouTube's they put us on the
They slowed us down a bit, guys. Crank us back up. Comment, like,
shadow
subscribe.
ban. I think that's what they're trying to do.
We took a 25% hit.
Yeah.
It's weird and out of nowhere. So
That's because we're
Please.
talking about.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Say,
Yeah.
say it.
So yeah, make sure to like this, comment on it. Comment who are you rooting for?
Yeah.
Not just like in the war, but like in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who
If
you
you don't
rooting for in life?
My
Yeah.
grandma.
Yeah, exactly.
if you don't subscribe to us, you want the terrorism to win.
Yeah.
Oof.
And go follow us on Spotify and give us 5 stars, please, because it really helps.
Leave us fun reviews. We always love reading the most ridiculous reviews ever.
Yeah.
Those are
we
the
love
best.
reading.
Really appreciate it. Also, SundayCoolSwag.com. Get your ninja merch. We got the JFK Avenge Me shirt back on. We've got all the other stuff. It's going fast. So please, 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 please.
Go to FloridaTorda.com to get your live tickets to the Ninjas or Butterflies Bible is Funny.
We want to meet all of you.
Yep.
Come to Florida. Come to our live show. It's cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap, cheap, cheap.
All right. Love you guys.
Love
See you next
you.
week.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hopefully the world didn't blow up when this comes out.
Hopefully not.
What you're about to see may disturb you.
If any of you know what these
Multi-decade UAP
dolphins are, aliens, bottlenose fish sticks,
There's a massive police response.
the dolphin thing.
dolphin style attack.
Tails.
Should the world just be blowing up?
Let's all act super happy.
I want my plug my ears. I plug my ears because it's loud.